Oh yeah.
Yo. So we're back. Second week in a row. I don't know what number chat we're on now. Probably like number
261.
261. Welcome to everyone that, if you're new, we are the longest running statue collectors chat going. This is George or Joe, or whatever you want to call it. And over there is Alex. Looking slightly perplexed for some apparent reason. We're going to be going through the latest updates from all the companies. We'll try and get some fan art stuff in. We'll be fielding some questions. Last week we were really busy, so we didn't get through too many comments as usual. So the interaction was a little lower than usual, but we'll be getting back onto sort of that as we get back into the flow of everything. We've had about 6 months off because I've had twins and Alex has just been lazy. Probably most of the time, but yeah, we're back now. We're going to be cracking on. We'll be doing these statue-related chats, but like, we'll be going through some pop culture stuff as well. If there's any sort of like film stuff and all that sort of banter, that'll all be coming in there as well. If you do hit any questions, we'll try and field them, try and hit them up, and try and answer them. If you do want to support the channel, obviously a super chat would be a fantastic gesture. So if you do that, that'd be great. But obviously we're kind of relaxed about this, so we answer your questions anyway. We don't just answer super chats because it's just not.
Don't tell them that.
Nah, we don't
tell
do
them that.
We don't do that. That's not how we run it. But yeah. So we've been in the game for a really long time, and we're going to be trying some expertise and giving you our opinions on what's been going on. Yeah.
Well, also, I mean, we've been in the hobby a long time. Also, we've worked in the industry. We could say that, yeah. So worked in the industry as well. So yeah, we've been around. We could have done what all the other guys do on their channels and really clickbait this up. Like we could have titled this like the truth why Alex left XM or something like that, couldn't we?
I mean,
the real truth why Alex, we could have clickbait the fuck out of that, couldn't we?
Yeah, but you see, I see people do that. A certain person does that, and I can't even respond to his comments, even if he says something nice to me on my post. I can't speak to him. So just think he cringes the shit out of me.
Well, there's a couple who don't.
Yeah, it's too much, man. I just don't feel them people are real, and I've got no. I'd rather talk to someone who's got fucking 5 followers and they're just like a real person than talk to someone who's got like a big channel and is just full of shit. So, it's really hard when you see them all the time, them hit or miss or fucking all it, like it's well bad. So I really can't. I really can't cope with it. I find it really hard.
Well, the other side of it is, there's never actually ever a miss.
I'm sure there probably would be.
It'll be a miss that they're not like associated with or something like that,
Yeah, it's hard because it's like there's an overwhelming positivity within the bigger channels. We're the only sort of like fairly well subscribed channel that actually like says things how it really is.
I mean, that's actually the really funny thing is when we started, it was like that with all the people who were like literally just like everything's perfect, everything's great, and then the following week all their stuff's up for sale, and it was really frustrating, especially like people early on doing the custom stuff. It was really frustrating. And then what we had was we came along and we started to say, you know what, paint isn't really that good, and you don't really get your money's worth for this and whatever else, and we started doing that, and then we started, kind of pushing it up quite early on. And then that's when companies reached out to us. We were then quite popular with the companies for that. And then all of a sudden they realized, oh, we need yes-men. We want yes-men. We don't want that. So they
I mean, you're always popular until they send a piece out that's not good enough.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck was Icebreakers thinking sending us that song? Like, I'll never understand that. They've actually released a couple of really nice pieces, and they sent us that. I mean, that's just like playing Russian roulette with like fucking all the chambers full. Look at fucking you did. You were never going to survive that.
The hilarious thing about that was, they sent the Onslaught to someone else, and the Onslaught was a really nice piece, and then they sent us that piece, and it was just like, huh? Yeah. I've just got to get got to get a keyboard because basically I've got to take the stuff off my computer as well. So yeah, let me know what have you been up to this week. Have you cancelled something, didn't you? Actually,
No, I haven't cancelled. I'm going to cancel. Take
Oh.
your thing up and go do your shit. Or working with fucking amateurs in weird lemon-coloured shirts. No, I'm going to cancel probably the Doctor Doom from Sideshow. I do have that on pre-order. I've only got a few pre-orders going at the minute, so I've got a fan art Terrax from that ATF Cosmic, I think it's called. I got that on pre-order. I paid the second deposit for that yesterday. That was a new experience. And then I've got the Doctor Doom from Sideshow Collectibles, the Daniel Bell one. And then I've got the Mythos Vader, which I'm crazy in love with. And then I've got the Merman from Tweet Ahead Sideshow sort of collab. I've just decided really that I just decided that I'm going to cut that Doom. I don't think that Doom is necessary. Thanks, man.
Can't stay watching tonight, so I'll catch up to her. By the way, congrats on having twins, Joe.
Thanks, man. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Energetic vulture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cancel that. I'm probably gonna wait for the assembly video, or I don't know what they call it actually from Sideshow. It's the unbox. Out of the box. Yes, I'm gonna wait for that video and have a look at it. But it's already boring me, to be honest. Even just looking at my pre-order list, I'm looking at it.
Which piece of Doctor Doom you said?
Yeah.
I got the other Doctor Doom you do on that one in your collection.
I like that Doom. It's hard though because I've had the throne piece. I've had the exclusive throne piece. So it's one of them ones. I just thought, yeah, maybe might be reasonable, but I'm sort of already going off the idea as we speak. So
the other side of it is quite tall, isn't it?
I think it's like about 27 inches if you don't display the totem at the back. The big Doom thing. If you do that, it's like 33 inches, which is doable. Vertical height is easier to manage than width and depth, as most collectors will tell you, unless you live in a really fucking short ceiling place, and it's a bit of a shit. But other than that,
your ceiling is quite short, though, isn't it?
No, not that I'm aware of.
I thought yours were quite low when we had a I thought yours were like 235 and now so 240.
Yeah, something like that's all right.
Yeah, I think my other ones were two. I think mine were like 255 in my old place, and that was like in my room. It was lower than the other lounge. The other lounge would have been higher.
Yeah. Yeah, so got to make cuts really, not really for financial reasons, space reasons, and just like. I'm actually feeling at the moment that I need to calm down on the Marvel and DC stuff because I'm at a stage now. I mean, Archangel came in this week from XM, which I'm really, I'm blown away with how nice the piece is. I can't display it. It's the first piece I've had to genuinely get out of the box, do it, take pictures, and then box it up and put it up in the loft. I actually can't display it. I have nowhere for it to go at the moment, so I have to start thinking a little bit more sensibly about it. And I think the Marvel and the DC stuff is probably.
I saw your post basically saying that you've gone too far with your X-Men stuff.
Well, maybe not too far, but I didn't realize how many fucking X-Men pieces I had. Well, they're quite a lot for my collection. It's like, I only have close to 50 pieces. That's all I have. Yeah. And when you've got 15 X-Men pieces, you're like, fuck me, that's a big chunk of change in there, man. There's a lot of X-Men in there.
Yeah.
So I like X-Men though. It's not like I dig X-Men a lot. I've got all the guys I always liked.
Yeah. Well, there's no one that you. Well, you want Mr. Sinister though.
I do want Mr. Sinister. Yeah, that's probably the only one that's outstanding at the moment.
What about if they did a quarter scale Strife? No.
Happy with Bowen. Don't need it. Happy with the Bowen. See, the thing is with the Strife, right, is the Strife's design is it's quite basic. With the cape and the silver suit and all of that, it's like armor. It's he looks like a fucking knight with a weird helmet. That's what he looks like with a cape. Yeah. So that sort of thing in quarter scale is I'm sure XM will be able to jazz it up and make it look fucking cool as fuck. But if you want a proper accurate one, you want your little nod to the character, but you can't go wrong with Bone Designs at Strife. 400 edition size, nice, neat piece, very well painted. It's a good piece. Got no problems with that at all. I'm happy with him up there with the others. But
And
Mr.
then
Sinister,
you not actually sort of thought to yourself, hey, look, I'm going to get a couple more Bowens then because they take up less room.
Nah, I mean, there's always Bowens that I like. There's stuff I like that I'm always
like the Maestro.
Yeah, the Maestro. Yeah, I mean that's one, but I mean that's kind of that's going to tank anyway now. Now the throne piece is out, and I'm sure that Sideshow ain't going to be far away with a Maestro.
Yeah,
I don't think they'll be far away because the comics runs come out and all that shit. So I don't think it's far away.
Yeah, if they see a bit of love, the XMen one's getting, they'll be like, yeah, let's have a bit of that pie.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, it's just I was quite surprised when I was looking around my room. I was like, fucking hell, there's quite a lot of X-Men in here.
Yeah, well, that's probably my case is when I start setting up my pieces, I'm going to realise I've got like 10 fucking Pete Parkers in one of them.
Yeah.
And that's not really ideal, is it?
I mean, I'm a big fan of X-Men. It's like, you know what I mean? I like X-Men, no doubt about it. But I think I'm sort of pretty much where I need to be with that now. I'm pretty sure I'm when you've got like two cables, I've got like two cables, I've got two Apocalypses, I've got three Thanoses. There's like that. You get into the stage where I'm duplicating characters now, so it's time to probably ease up a little bit and really just wait if something truly exceptional comes along. Otherwise,
that's my case. I mean, I'm kind of at the stage now where I can't. I had some people saying to me, "Oh, you're going to order this or whatever," and I'm just like, you know what, I'm not. I can't order anything until I get all my stuff out, realize what I've got, and basically go.
Turn your volume up, man. You're too fucking low.
Am I too low? Sorry.
I think so, a little bit. Might just be your little girly voice, but
can you hear me? It might be you because your crappy headset, but also I'm moving away a bit. But yeah, as I said, I mean, like once I move, once I realise, then how much actual space I actually have, then I can kind of make a decision on which ones to have. And it's all about you don't know until you start getting your shelving. Once I start doing probably modular cases or whatever, or custom, just get like a carpenter to come in and do it.
That's the answer.
Whichever way I do it,
that is the fucking answer.
Yeah, it's going to end up being that. You then kind of go with
personalized built units into the room.
Yeah,
take your room, pick your room, and then literally get a fucking guy in and go, right, shelves, this glass. The problem is like you're going to probably need someone to come in like Matey Boys. I don't know if he still has that company, but what's his name?
Oh,
Max, Jacko.
Oh, yeah, Jacko Mass.
He has like a glass company or something, I think.
Yeah, he's a glass cutter. He was doing it for a little while. But I don't know, man. It's really hard to know, isn't it? It's hard. We got another one there. So we've got another super chat. I'm going to catch up with the comments in a second. Sorry, I was just trying to copy.
Jesus, man. That's it.
Chris Harris.
That's like 18 quid.
17.99. Cheers, man. Chris Harris.
God bless you. Appreciate that.
He requested we did a chat on the 30th, which we did last week. And then he didn't join us. So he's here today.
Well, is it for his birthday he had the 30th?
He wanted it to be the 30th for so we could join him on his birthday, yeah. So I hope you had a good birthday, buddy.
Oh, good. I hope he was having a good time.
No, yeah, for sure. For sure, my friend. So what I'll do is I'm just going to go through some comments quickly.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
While I think I've got my shizzle up here now. Problem is I had two folders with the same goddamn name, so it messed me up a bit. There we go. We're in business. All right, so here we got Josh. So we're 2 weeks in a row. Love to see it. What's up, Alex and Gio? Hope you guys had a great week. Looking forward to today's stream. Looking forward to having you. Hope your studies are going well. Yo. Happy JCG. How you doing, buddy? He does custom. He's doing all woodwork for his stuff as well.
That's the way,
hope you're
man.
both well. Also, Darren Crowford just moved. He's doing all his stuff as well. Congrats on the new job. I started the new job about 4 months ago, and I wanted to see how it was going and things. And yeah, I'll go into that in a second. Karen Litz, howdy fellas. Can't believe you're back so soon. Looking forward to a great chat, and congrats on the promotion, Alex. Thank you very much. Yelling, yo, everyone. I hope everyone is having a damn fine week. I am now. Even in all, how's it going, Nick?
Very blessed,
Stuck
man.
up on
Very
furlough.
blessed.
Even in chaps, Opal's hunky dory. Yeah, it is. Lightning trip. What's up? Happy JCG. Happy motherfucking Friday. Yeah.
My man.
Danny Lee. What's up, RT crew?
All is
Alex
gravy,
G, I hope you're
baby.
well.
It's all coming on nice.
Lost Heroes. Good evening. Richard Gauthier. How's it going, buddy? I hope everyone's good. Lightning Trip, Shadow 32. I hope all is well. Alonso, how you doing, buddy? So super good to see you guys again. Would love to hear your thoughts on the XM Nightcrawler. Oh, we didn't do that, did we? We done Nightcrawler? No, we ain't got images of it either.
I've got loads of pictures of it. Should have asked. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, no.
The thing is with that Nightcrawler, I think they deviated too much, and I think they made it too busy. I feel at the moment, like I said last week, and I maintain this, I feel XM's concepts design, their art direction at the moment is busy. It's cluttered, and it's a little bit. Do you know what it feels like? It feels like their statues at the moment are like their meetings, where everyone's throwing ideas at a character all fucking at once, and they're literally going, yep, and then when it's all done, it's a bit like, it seems very sort of like scattered all over the place. It just seems a bit busy. For me, that Nightcrawler, I can deal with the modernization of the suit. I've got no problem with that. I like the fact that they came back later, they listened to collectors like they do, and they added a second portrait that was needed. I really don't like the swords. I don't like Nightcrawler having the swords as as like you can't change it. You need to be able to remove the swords. Yeah. Because that sort of pirate Nightcrawler fucking thing, that's okay, but people like classics too. If you're going to modernize the suit and all that shit, then maybe you might want to ease up and have a few switch outs with the hands. I feel there's a lot going on with the base. It's thick, it's big, and it takes a lot of room. I think they overdid it. So for me, it's a bit of a like. I wouldn't be interested in it personally.
I think one of the problems
Sideshow did a better job. Sideshow's is a better job. It's not a better piece, but they did a better job. They stuck to the ammo better. I think it saves a lot of space. Nightcrawler's not this massive character that
we're not talking about 30 stuck up on photo. We don't have time. Evening, Mike. How you doing, buddy? Got me up soon.
Bro, love you, bro.
Doctor was kind of hard. Nice sculpt. Well, there'll be
that's a great shout there. That comment's a great shout. Read the fucking comment. Don't just start.
That Doctor was kind of hard. Overall, pretty nice sculpt. But it looks a bit like Bane from Bell as well, similar pose.
Yeah, I felt exactly the same. That's a great comment. It's a great point. I felt that. I felt it. The crossed arm thing, the size, the style of this sort of like the rounded sort of base style. I thought to myself the same. That cross arm thing is very close. So I agree with you completely there. Yeah, that was part of my thinking.
How's it going, Brandon? Keep the videos coming.
God bless. Thanks, man.
Michael, how you been, brother? Ain't seen you in a while. Good to have you guys back. Weird lemon colour shirt and all. It's actually the first Batman comic. So,
yeah, I know that, man. I'm not feeling that vomit.
What do you guys think of the latest Predator movie?
Yeah, look.
I am actually really, really excited about watching it.
It's getting some pretty good reviews, man. Wait, dude. Started watching fucking Morbius. How shit is that?
I fell asleep in the cinema watching it.
Fuck, I've started watching that. I'm at the point where he's just like done him, like he's just done his mate.
Yeah.
With like some serum. Mate, I'm fucking like, what? This is shit. Honestly,
the problem with Morbius was the villain kind of, it is kind of bullshit. Their kind of argument is really bullshit. There's no substance to the argument. It's like, I can do it, I can control it, but you can't have it. And it's a bit like, so he's like, well, I want it. So he gets it, and then they start fighting about it. It's so weak. And then I fell asleep. And
but you're talking about two people who have been like childhood best friends forever. They're like, they start fighting over next to nothing. It's just a bit like
all he had to do was explain it.
Fall out over that. You just wouldn't fall out to that degree like that. Yeah. It's fucking weird.
You have to also just sort of like explain it and go, hey,
when you've got the hero. When you've got the hero being Morbius, why make the villain the same?
Yeah.
I don't understand the point. It's a bit like, what? There's no contrast to anything. It's like he's got these powers, he's got the similar powers. They're starting. I mean, it's just like it's like watching two fucking cats fighting. You can be like interested in that for 5 minutes, but it ain't gonna last.
I don't even know. I know something happened with the woman in the end, and I had to ask MJ. I was like, "What?" I literally woke up with like half. I was like half asleep. I woke up. I was like, "Oh, is it finished?" I was like, "What the fuck happened?" And she told me. I was like, "Oh, I don't care."
Yeah, that isn't it. That is an interesting point. They've started to ship out those Carnage videos. That video's not came out yet. That is interesting. Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the Predator. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. I was meant to be watching it tonight, and my girlfriend was like going, "Hey, yeah, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it. Get ready, get ready." I was like, "Doing the chat." She's like, "Oh, okay. We'll watch it tomorrow." It's like, yeah, okay.
Like a scolded little puppy.
Yeah. Hey guys, great to see you back.
Apparently, that's the best movie since the 1987 film. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the one on the planet
Predator
is better than Predator 2.
Yeah, I do agree. The one with Predators.
Yeah, I think yeah, Predators is better than
Predators. That is. Yeah, you're right. I would second that.
I don't think Predator 2 is not terrible. It's just when you rewatch it now, not a lot happens, and
it's worth it just to watch Gary Busey, man. The guy that cracks me up.
Gary Busey's hilarious.
Yeah.
Sideshow didn't do an unboxing for Galactus either. Yeah,
that's starting to get back in. That's starting to get into some light up pictures.
Canceling Doom seems very wise. I thought it was seriously poor. Let's see some Love Guys. Thanks, Chris. I can't wait to see the new Mr. Sinister. I need to see it now. That's the House of X, Mr. Sinister. That'll be. So many people watching. Let's give some spurt chats. It's supposed to be what are they called? I can't remember what they're called. We don't get super chats. Yeah, to the Titans. Cheers, man. Beardgasmatron. We need a call Scout Maverick.
There's so many cool characters that they could do.
What's good all? How's it going, Jojo? Bowen still has some of the best comic accurate pieces. One of the things I was actually thinking about the other day is I was boxing and unboxed. I was looking over some of my Bowen busts, and I do think that if you were tempted to actually paint up anything, I think Bowen busts would be the perfect place to start practicing
painting,
because they do need some of them. The quality on some of them is really kind of like low compared to some of them. Like Hulkbuster is amazing, apart from maybe the Stark face, but Hulkbuster is actually amazing. Even Watch is great. Then you got like loads of great ones, and then you got some of the other ones where it's like just like the small little bust, and like what was the one I was looking at the other day? It was terrible. Craven really needs a repaint. You know, and it's just like they could be a really good place if you wanted to start painting. How's it going, Secret Sentry? Good to see you here. Lightning Trip, what's up? Scroll down. I'm going to go through these comments quick because we don't have the time that we used to have, because we're going to try and be a bit more punctual with our stuff here. H-Bomb in the house. Julian, how's it going? 7 a.m. in Melbourne. Good morning. Lightning Trip. Go. Everyone's all talking to each other as well.
Good.
I really want them to scale back on their bases, possibly. So one of the things I was going to say about XM is, I do feel that they try and make too many pieces which are centerpieces, and I think that they need to kind of have accompanying pieces and not try and make everything a centerpiece or a portfolio piece. And I think that's really what they're trying to do quite a lot of the time. It's not a bad thing, because when they came along, they really pushed the boundary and they made a lot of companies wake up. But I do think that they need to do some, not museum, but some more simpler pieces. But the problem then is you're going to get people say it's too simple. So
but
you're never going to please everyone.
No, but people are going to say that at the start. But they need to like occupy both lines, because there's people out there that they collect museum style pieces. They don't want all this shit. Well, you're not appealing to that market at all, and you should.
Well, when we had Randy Bowen on, that was one of the smart things he said. He said his business model was to make a big edition size and make it at a low price, and then make it a small footprint, so that the customers would return and have a whole shelf of his pieces, which would be 10 pieces. So that was his business model, which is smart. With XM, it's like, and a lot of other companies, sorry, not just XM. It's like, you are trying to sell the next piece, the next piece, the next piece, the next piece. But a lot of collectors have run out of space. So, I guess that's a thing as well.
Yeah.
Where are we? So Predator. Sucker of Inferno positive for once. So it says, I'll be fucked off if bows and arrows overcome high-tech weaponry. I knew it wasn't going to be totally positive. But he does at the end of it, doesn't he? So in the end of the first one, he does. RaddTitan, your boy's going to check out Sadman based on... it's on Prime, isn't it, I think? Cheers, dudes. And Mike Wells just finished watching Pro, really enjoyed it. Had some great kills. The first two are still the best, though. Okay. Museum simple base. From looking at the trailer, it looks like they're kind of going around the same kind of model as the first one. Where all the people get killed off, and then they go off and do like individually kill him with all the traps and stuff like that. And I think that's kind of where they've got. XM Swamp Thing looks great. I think they nailed the size of the base in that one.
It does look great.
Yeah. And I'm glad they did the second bust as well. That's actually all the comments. So just moving on to some other things as well, while I remember. A lot of people have been messaging me about that guy, David. And we're not going to go into it too much, to be honest with you. I mean, he's been in trouble with the police for doing stuff. I sent him a PM because people were messaging. I don't like that kind of thing when people go, have you heard this about this person? I messaged him, I confronted him about it, and he came back and basically said, it's all true. It's true. I did that. I could go back to the police station on Sunday. So I said to him calmly, I said, okay, I can't speak to you anymore now. I'm going to remove you from my profile. So I removed him, blocked him, and removed him from RaddTitan, all the groups there, XM, and he's been removed from Queen Studios as well. So, basically he was sending dick pics to minors, and but we're not going to go into that. But it's something that was going on in the groups, and I just wanted to cover it because people are going to say in the comments, and I've had about 5-6 email PM saying, "Are you going to bring up in the chat?" That's it. Finished. Next thing is I left.
The thing is to note though is it's very important that you remember a couple of things. This is what's important. Remember that when you're in this hobby and you're in this game, that the people that you talk to sometimes, the people that may be on your friend lists, they have mutual friends. It's the same with scammers, and it's the same with even commissioners, where you're friends with them and then they take everyone's fucking money and disappear, and then you're sort of like in the mix of everything. So it's very important to remember that, we keep this hobby and we keep friends within it for the hobby reason. And although you may talk on PM and everything else, you might talk in Messenger and all these things, you really don't know the ins and outs of a person. We experienced that ourselves when we went to see, what's his name? Smurf, whatever the fuck he is. We went to see that guy. He was bugging, like saying to us for ages, come to my place and see my collection. I'd love to meet you and all this. And we were in that stage of RaddTitan and we were trying to bring collectors together. So we went to see him. We did loads of filming of stuff with him and filming of his pieces and reviewed and stuff. And it wasn't a terrible day. It was a nice day. But then when we got out of there, we got like,
it was before we
battered his missus. He's been arrested.
It was as we were leaving as well. It got a bit weird.
It got a bit weird as we were leaving, but that's a story for another time. He didn't want us to go, and that was a bit like, fuck, this is a bit strange. But so I mean, it was when we left and we got there and we started editing videos and all that shit. We started getting like messages from other people going, this guy's done this, and we got all these screenshots, all this shit, and you can't control that. You genuinely can't control that. So it's important to remember out there that you don't know what's going on in people's lives, and you don't know really who they are. You know what they allow you. I mean, obviously with things like this, you get to sort of understand who we are because you've got ages and ages and ages of footage, and you can't flag it for that long. And people are who they are, that you can sort of see that. But you know, when you're talking to people online, it's a different game. So Ron, if you have got them on your friends list, I mean, don't start fucking panicking like, and you have been talking to, don't start panicking like you've done something fucking wrong. You know, it's something you can't control. So chin up and don't fucking worry about it. As long as you ain't fucking letting babysit your daughters, then you're fucking all right.
Yeah. Anyway, next one. Yeah. So I sort of I left my job with XM. So basically, yeah, I just wanted
We
to
do some fucking RaddTitan work now, you lazy cunt.
Well, I wanted to do other things, so just kind of mention to them. I'm going to go off. I'm going to work with an NFT company in London. So that was kind of mutual. Then they kind of come back and then they said, hey, we got an offer for you to do some consultancy stuff. So I'll still be doing some of that, but the main chunk of work is going to be come back. So yeah, there's that.
Well done, man. Well done for you. You know, you did yourself proud over there. So well done.
And then it was really nice actually. I put up like a post just to thank everyone. And
my wife corrected your grammar and your fucking stuff.
Wow, I was I was emotional. So
yeah.
But yeah, so no, the comments are really nice, and I do appreciate all the comments. I mean, it was the most active post ever on the XM group. So yeah, good.
Nice.
But then there is that side of it though, which is a bit like, it had like loads of likes and hearts, and it's a bit like, are people happy I'm leaving, or
yeah, like fuck he's gone.
Fuck he's gone. Yeah.
So, also, as well, you really love like certain aspects of the job, and that sort of has started to change. XM have sort of they've set up their own gallery. They're sort of doing all their stuff in house now. It's not really, that's not what you want. Like, you want to be out, you want to be with the people, you want to be at cons, you want to be mixing, you want to be. That's. I mean, I've been there with you, and it's the time, in my opinion, that you're the most alive, because you're quite relaxed, and it drives me fucking crazy because you're like half asleep 90% of the time. And I mean, you're going to live longer than me. That's just a fact. That I will be long gone by the time you go, because you're just fucking on a different. Like, I've read this thing about people that are late. They fucking live longer than everyone else because I just don't give a shit about. I can't stand being late. It drives me nuts. But when I watch you at all these cons and stuff, and you're mixing and talking to people, it's the most alive I've ever seen you. So you need that, like, for this job, to do this job the way that you want to. I think you need to be around that more, not less. So, that, I think that's a big part of it. Is, I think you like talking to other collectors, you like meeting people, you like discussing things, and you like being sort of around that sort of environment. And that's changing with XM. So really, it's a big part of your plus that will go.
Part of the point as well. Yeah, it was more the role profile that was agreed upon when I joined, and to the workload now is totally different.
Yeah,
so so it just became a bit more like, well, this isn't what I wanted to do, and I'm not really learning from this now. So so I went on to something. So I mean, as I said, I'm still working with them. We're still on good terms. But now I'm going into this NFT business, which is something else I want to learn about. It's something that is, I do think is going to be, well, it's had a bit of a drop lately, but I do think it's going to be quite a big thing with all the Web3 stuff. And it's something I want to learn about and learn about it early on enough. So, yeah. So, yeah. And if I can do that and get paid for it, then why not?
Yeah.
And I think that was it. Yeah. So you want to go into the images?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready when you are, bro.
All right. So if I just see there's any more. Thanks for all the congratulations there, guys. Cheers. Just watched Prey. Yeah, we just were talking about that, Brian. What's up, Gio and Alex? How's it going, Matt?
Good to see you, my brother. All good.
Cheers.
Hope your taste improved in boxing, you fucking idiot.
And all right, let's do this. Let's do this.
Your boy Dante is meant to be fighting again. And he's come out of like retirement. All of a sudden, he's fighting somebody ranked number 10 in the world, which is about fucking right for a minute. Jesus. Former fucking greatest fighter of all time, unbeaten this, unbattered that, all this shit. He's fighting another fucking almost unranked opponent, number 10 in the world when you're the former champion. Yeah, it's about right.
Well, I saw him, man. He was talking to Nagano.
They ain't fighting him.
Yeah. Well, he'd be pretty beaten Nagano.
No, he wouldn't.
No?
Nah, no chance in hell.
All right. So
even with boxing gloves on, Nagano would knock him out. All right, so so I got in the Archangel. So this arrived this week. So these are some pictures. So hopefully you enjoy these.
It's a nice box.
This is typical XM box, nice, solid. You know, does the job, does what it's meant to do.
Oh, that's
art
nice
print's really nice. Got a lot of popular sort of opinion on the art print. People really liked it. I think it's nice as well. They chose the right portrait as well to do. So it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's a really nice print.
So there's the instruction box. Is a single box, comes in 2 layers. Wings are sort of on the top, like that. And then there's, you get the other.
You got little, black.
Yes.
Ooh.
So it's only 400 and I think it's 488 is additional size of this piece. Right. Yeah, I like these pictures where I like do them in hand and stuff like that. You sort of get to see the color palette pretty well. Yeah, and then there's that bit, and then actually talking about this, the base was a bit of a surprise. It's quite light for XM. It's probably the lightest base of XM pieces I've got in my collection. It's a big base. So the base is not like a small base, but it's light, like compared. So
what do you think about the kind of connection? Do you know where the danger room then connects to the actual other part? Because on obviously the black one, the X-Force one, doesn't have the danger room part.
I think if you have other pieces from the X-Men line from like Sideshow and other places that are like danger room, you're going to be really happy with it. It's actually quite subtle that you wouldn't notice it if you weren't aware. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like it's quite subtle, but like the base, the base, I was quite worried about the connection because of how this is positioned so sort of straight. So I was like worried about the keying of the leg and everything else. This actually keyed in really, really smooth. The foot went in absolutely it's got like a like a heel.
Yeah,
it's got like a heel and then a fucking big old peg. So then the heel goes in quite deep and the foot sits really nice and flush. So that was really nice. But the base is light. Like for XM, it's really light. It's more like a Sideshow base. That's the kind of feel. So that was a bit of a strange one for me, but maybe they're just trying to cut down on the distributing weight. This is the wing that goes behind, that sits in behind. These were a bit stressful because these are like tension holds.
Yeah.
So they're tension holds, and that scares the shit out of me. That does. It also it does chip a bit of the paint around, like as soon as you put them in, because obviously I put it all together and then I took it all apart and reboxed it, and these parts of the wings, and the connections of the wing, where the end comes out and meets the other part of the wing. Those parts you take paint off. They're so tight that as you get them in, it takes paint off on the way out. So somebody that is going to move this on, it's not going to be like pristine if it's been put together. Simple as that.
Okay.
That's the sort of the second part of the big wing.
Death face.
Death mask was good.
Do you see the Lewis browns
repainted
and this?
What's that?
Lewis repainted one for someone.
Will he do like the metal?
The kind of metal,
because a lot of people like that sort of look where it's like the metal look.
Yeah. Well, apparently that's a more classic look.
I kind of like this one because the bone sort of is pretty nice. The contrast is nice against the figure,
Yeah.
So when you hold it up, like when you put it together and you've got that on there, it's actually quite bright. This is a nice portrait, this.
Which one's your favourite?
I was actually really surprised by the long-haired portrait. I fucking love that portrait.
Oh, really?
This is probably my favourite because
your weakest one.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree at all. The work that's gone into that portrait, the other one is really good. I'm a little bit disappointed. Disappointed is a hard word, but I feel like if you go back to that portrait, I feel that the pink around the top of the mask and the helmet is very similar to the pink used on his tongue.
Oh, yeah.
It's quite close in person.
Well, yeah, in the picture there's a difference, but
yeah, in the picture maybe, but it's close. it's a little close. I would have probably gone with a little bit more of a redded tongue, so it didn't look quite as pinky as that. Really good paneling, really clean lines.
No?
Huh?
Looks a bit sloppy there.
That's all right. It's pretty clean. It's okay. I mean, you magnify it and use, but they're pretty clean lines.
Oh,
This one I really like.
See that kind of texture on the skin that looks really nice.
Yeah, this portrait is like this is a fucking good portrait. This is a really nice portrait. There you go now, you fucking lemon cunt. Way off. My God, this fucking guy. He kicks my ass about being ready, and look at this now. What's happened now? Where'd you go?
I just had him grabbing a Guinness.
It's gonna be a long chat if you're drinking.
Great separation.
Look at the sculpt in that hair, man. That's proper. That is. That's bone, man. That's proper.
Yeah.
I thought they captured.
Would you call me a lemon? Do you call me a lemon cunt?
Yeah.
Someone just typed out you lemon cunt.
If you look at the portrait though, I think they really captured the sort of stiff upper lip of the Worthington like the third thing.
Yeah.
Warren, is it Warren Worthington?
The third, yeah.
Yeah. So I think they captured that. He's like got a really sort of like almost, it's got almost regal sort of look about him. The portrait's really nice. For me, it's really nice. I would say probably my favorite is the one that I recognize the most and like is the proper normal masked one, but I do like there's something about that haired look that I really do dig a lot. Death Mask is probably my least favorite. Nice work on the hands. That I like the articulation in the hands. The way the hands are posed are really nice.
Yeah,
I had to actually take this piece outside. I had to take it outside because I've gone. The inside it was a little bit dull in my. It was a bit shaded, so I was like,
How's it going, Stuart? Good to see you.
Good, bro.
Oops. So,
yes, now you can see a little bit more. Now. Yeah, you see more colours now.
I don't know. For me, on the X-Force base, I quite like it because it's like, just that kind of rubbly stuff, and I quite like that. With this, it kind of looks like two designs just merged together a little bit.
Yeah, you could definitely call that. Also, it takes away from the fact that you posed this with the Apocalypse, and it looks like that isn't really there.
Yeah,
because you're in a danger room, so it's like not. It's like made, isn't it? It's like made up.
Yeah. JJ Parker. I'm looking to sell most of my collection. Where's it gone? I'm looking to sell most of my collection, but I never took photos of the boxes before assembling them. Anyone know where I can find pictures so I know how to? Yeah, if you're on JJ, if you're on Facebook, send me a PM. There is actually a website where some guy has basically taken like thousands of pictures of boxes. So I'll have to try and find it. I think his name's Nop. Do you know the guy on the scammer group, that Nop something?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a group. I'll find out for you.
If you're on, it's very helpful. That's helpful.
Yeah, if not, send me an email, alex@RaddTitan.com, and I'll have a look when I get a chance. Try and find out for you. Nice piece there, Gio.
Thanks, bro.
So let me just continue with this. That's a nice picture. Yeah, looks good outside.
Yeah, I really like. I mean, it just the sun was out, and I thought to myself, it's just it needs to be a bit brighter. So I carried it like fully fucking made from inside my house outside. So it's pretty sturdy. I had no problems.
So Rad is saying, good day, lads, from Sydney. Lying in hospital. I hope you're okay, brother. Gio, I found if you use a dry graphite powder with a small brush on the pins and sockets, they slip out nicely. Good tip.
What fucking slips out nicely?
When you put like any kind of peg in, so peg in the hole, you put like a little bit of graphite powder on, and it will kind of not lubricate it, but kind of give you a bit of.
Mate, this piece looked like to me like it hadn't been tested.
Yeah.
This piece looked to me when I got it out of the box. I mean, look at that shot. That's a great shot. But this piece looked to me like it hadn't been you get pieces sometimes and you can tell someone's put it together. But this didn't look it to me like everything was really fucking clean. And then as I sort of like, it's like you break the seal as you're going in. As you're going in, everything's tight, and it's a bit like, right, okay. I mean, with the wings, definitely. It's done a little bit. Slips out all the time.
Yeah, he's been done.
Oh, nice. Nice, my man. Well played.
Yeah, another nice one there. Overall, I mean, what are you happy with it?
I am delighted with it. It's a stunning X-Men piece, and it's definitely one of my favourite sort of Archangel I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I really like the pose of it. I really like how it's built and put together. I think it's a fantastic piece, and it's a show-stopping piece for sure. One of the better X-Men pieces that I own, definitely top end, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it several times in like the gallery, and then I saw it again when I was in
It's
the
very
store in
striking,
France.
mate. I had some fucking idiot on Instagram. So fucking funny. Send me a message going on when I shared this. He went, "Metal wings. That's not practical." I was like, somebody put like planes, and it was just like this fucking guy was like, yeah, it's like who you can fly. Like I said, dude, are you like 15 years old? I said, these are comic book characters. Are we really going to talk about practicality? Do you want to talk about Wolverine claws or Cyclops' beams? I mean, are you fucking serious? This guy's like, well, it's just like, fuck me, I can't cope. I really can't cope.
Alex, do you think XM would do Marvel Celestial pieces? I think XM is the company that would tackle the characters. I think old school XM would have. I don't know anymore, to be honest with you. Maybe some if they sort of get some more coverage of the movies, like you just saw
Channels too.
Eternity, didn't you? In so what's that guy? Sorry, the guy with the one you wanted to bust off. Eternity?
Yeah, Eternity.
Yeah. Eternity was just in the last four movies, so maybe some character like that, maybe.
I was in Eternals as well, and Eternals 2 is coming, so hopefully they'll have more of that in there. There's all the Celestials in that, or some of them are.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, no, I actually really impressed with this piece. I do really like it, and about 100 pictures of it. There you go. It's carved.
Oh, I got to take it. Yeah, just like the pattern. You can see the shading technique.
I think that's the last one.
Yeah, nice piece.
Yeah.
It's done very well. It's a shame I can't display it because it's fucking massive.
What'd you give out of 10?
Oh, what am I comparing it to though first? Because to score it against 10, am I scoring against the best piece I've ever seen, or am I scoring it?
Well, have you ever seen a piece that gets a 10?
There's always something that can be improved. If you're like really being honest with yourself, though, it's very hard to say that I've ever seen a piece where I've gone, it's fucking flawless.
Same as anything. There's never any movie that gets a 10 or anything like that.
Rocky IV gets a 10.
Really?
Well, it probably with my biased nature, yeah, I wouldn't. But in reality, no. But yeah, I mean, it's hard. If I had to sit down and score it, and how I properly would, portraits, extras, edition size, weight, fucking character
Sculpt.
accuracy, sculpt, pose, all of the above. It's high. It would definitely be 8. Like as a minimum, it would be 8. It's a very, very nice piece.
Yeah,
Probably
stuck as saying nothing's worth a 10.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard. I mean, if I'm thinking about like when I've seriously been fucking blown away. Can you remember like me sitting like being like, whoa? Can you remember?
It's hard. So some of the times as well because we've been really spoiled where we've gone to see people's collections, we've gone to conventions, we've gone to the XMen gallery, we've been to all these places where when you get 100 pieces seeing like when you go to Singapore the first time, it's like you see like 100 pieces for the first time, literally all in one
Yeah.
day, and it's an overload, and it's hard to. I don't think there was still something that just goes like boom, that's a 10 or no. Because even seeing like Hulkbuster, when you see Hulkbuster next to War Tank, and you look at the bases on them, you can see that the Hulkbuster base is like the sculpt isn't great on the base,
Yeah.
like all the rubble and stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, the actual Hulkbuster is fantastic and amazing, but then when you look at the which is the way as well because it's 5 years later, when you look at the War Tank, the rubble and that it's got so much more separation, so much more detail in it. So even pieces like Hulkbuster is the 10. So yeah, it's hard. It's really hard.
You ever seen a 10?
Again, like when it's the same thing as you just said with Rocky 4. It's always something to do with like you being biased to the character as well.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely.
for example, I saw
More
the
forgiving.
Alien Cinema Cat, and that is pretty damn epic.
See, I've seen that, but I don't know if I
Alien?
saw it really. I've seen it with you behind glass, and I remember it being stunning, right? But the ones I saw at Manny's house were shit, and I was a bit like, that can't be right.
No, not Predator. Alien.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Alien.
The Predator,
I don't think I've seen Alien Cinema Maquette,
It's nice. It's really nice. But then the Predator Cinema Maquette is really nice as well. But there's a lot of flaking and issues on them, and a lot of recast as well. So yeah. I mean, those Cinema Maquette pieces are pretty epic. But then other than that, I don't know.
I saw that bust once. You were
pretty excited about Palace on Throne when you got it.
Yeah, that's still not a 10. Nah, that's not a 10. That's a really. I mean, that's some of Sideshow's best ever work, but that's not a 10.
My Emma is a 10. Is that your missus? I guess.
You mean your missus? Yeah, hope you do.
She's watching. I saw
the the Men in Black bust with the little alien in his head. That's fucking really not like that. That was. I stood looking at that, and I was looking at it for fucking ages, and I was just like,
"Fuck, what's it called?"
That might be some of the best work I've ever seen. I sat there looking at that, and I was like, "Fuck that!"
Oh shit! I can't remember the name of that.
I could look at that objectively because I didn't want it, not even remotely. If the geezer said to me, "You can have it for nothing, just take it," I would be like, "No, I don't want it," because I don't want it. But looking at the work and just sitting there and looking at all of those subtle details and minute details, I just thought, "Fuck me, this is really not. This is real. This is real special, like proper special." Yeah. There were moments like that. The Combi-Ket did that to me as well. That Spider-Man Combi-Ket, I took that out and I realized I ain't seen anything. I never forget.
Well, I think with that as well, it was repainted, and it was a really good repaint as well, wasn't it? The first time we saw it was
the base wasn't repainted though, and it was the base that sort of did. The Spider-Man's nice. The Spider-Man's really nice, but
Dr. Doom on Throne.
Yeah, Dr. Doom on Throne is. But I'd seen Magneto on Throne before that, and Magneto's better.
Yeah,
Magneto's a better piece. Magneto on Throne's a better piece for me.
All right, let's move on then. If you can't give an answer,
I can't give you a 10. I would say, like, if I had to judge, I would give it a solid 7.58 out of 10.
Okay, it's a bit harsh.
Not better than. It's not better than Apocalypse.
That Warhammer diorama is a 9.5 by Stuck of Inferno.
That's a nice piece.
I was watching a video the other day, actually, funny enough.
It's a nice piece.
Yeah. Space.
It's a very nice piece.
Green Moon versus Space Marine, or whatever it's called. Then we're moving on. So this is First Figures. This is Femto. This is the standard edition one. And this is from Berserk. So yeah, this looks like quarter scale. Pretty big. But yeah, the price point on this is quite good though, because that's one of the things you have to consider. I think it's about $700. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's a nice piece. Is it better than the Prime 1? Probably not, but
More dynamic though.
more dynamic. But it's
More
different price
exciting to
point,
me.
isn't it?
I would rather have that than the fucking Prime 1 any day.
Yeah, different price point. There you go. £624.60 at today's.
So like an
conversion.
$800 piece.
Yeah. I think the dollar's quite strong at the moment. Yeah, I tried to do this for some of the pieces today. Actually, get the prices up and things because I was going for the Sideshow site. It was easy to do.
Yeah.
This is
Wow.
Iron Man again by Sideshow.
I saw this about 10 fucking years ago, didn't I?
But the other two are 1/5 scale, aren't they?
So
So this is the first quarter scale one.
are you joking with that response?
I'm
I
just
hope you're being fucking sarcastic. What, they put a couple of percentages back in the printing machine and off it went? Fuck off. Shit that up your ass.
yeah.
You forget who you're talking to.
But again, the third one in that style, I didn't use the price on this one. Then we're going to get on to the Age of Ultron by these are by Iron Studios. So this is the set. We're going to go through these. There was quite a few complaints about the Apocalypse being $1,050, which is about £900. Wow, that conversion, look at that, it's bad. Look at how strong the dollar is.
Yeah, fuck, that's awful.
Wow,
Definitely fucking cancelling Doctor Doom. I'm going to get fucked in the ass.
Yeah, that's strong, man. But what you have to look at here is this is a big old piece, and this is a core scale statue. It's a big core scale statue.
Is it a £900? That's a bit high, dude. Even at quarter scale in that size, that's too much.
Yeah.
It's about 200. It's about £200 too much. Maybe £150 too much. I'd say that's a 750 piece. I think that's too high.
I don't know, man.
It's too high, bro. I like it. Listen, I think it looks fucking epic. This is a great storyline, and they've done a great job on it. And people are they're pissed because they're gonna have to buy it. Simple as that. You're gonna need to buy this because if you love the Age of Apocalypse run, this is a fucking fantastic rendition of this piece.
Well, then also it's the same as like the Sentinel dioramas where you're going to have then all the characters around. So first of all,
it's quite big, man. Fuck me, that base is it's big. Yeah, you might be right, dude.
23 inches high, 26 inches wide, 19.7 deep.
Yeah, it's a big old unit, man. Maybe you're right.
If that was a core scale statue, that is a core scale statue.
That's a big core scale statue.
It's big. It's big because he's crouched. Look at him. If he
was standing up, that's a really nice look. That's a nice Age of Apocalypse piece.
Yeah. Next up, then after this, for this one, you have the Bishop. So it's great to see someone actually doing Bishop.
He needs to be done, man.
What needs to be done? He's £178. And sorry, I ain't got the dollars. You have to go and check out yourself. And so here's the Age of Apocalypse Bishop as well. And obviously these all go like as they do with the Sentinel diorama, where it's like a diorama. Thing going on. And then you got the Colossus. So you got that there, he's throwing there. He's actually the same price as Bishop. Wow.
Yeah, Bishop's a bit of a unit though as well, you know. Yeah, he's not as small as you maybe think.
78, and they're both exactly the same price. Wow. Okay. So you got the Colossus as well. Looks cool.
Yeah, Colossus is fantastic, man.
Yeah, these are nice. This is the thing about ISUs. I think that they excel.
They boss this line.
They're 1/10 lines. Like they really
boss
excel.
This line, man. This line's their bitch.
Then you got the Magneto.
Yeah, that's nice.
Cool. The same price, 178.
Don't like all this bullshit with the glowing effect, man. Leave that shit alone.
Yeah, I was going to say that because
they did it. They did it with Colossus. They did it with Colossus. They're doing it with him. Just leave that shit alone. Show you what you actually get, mate, without the effects.
I think the Rogue one's really bad.
You leave the Andy Fusco edit fucking for that. Just leave it alone.
And then you got the switch out head as well. So it's got a helmet. That don't look
cool,
too good.
Nice piece, man.
I think it looks better without the helmet on.
Both look good. It's a bit, that's a bit of an epic that with the ponytail sticking out of the mask.
There you go, look. A little bit of a glow there.
They've done it with all of them. They just need to leave that. There's no need for that. It doesn't need it.
I already downloaded those pictures just because I knew it would get to you.
Yeah, we'd definitely go in there.
I thought, yeah, I got to add that in there for George.
Yeah, fuck with Geo. Just let him mess with me.
And
And
then
again,
the
let that.
storm, there you go. A little bit of lightning coming out of that. Imagine if you were like a brand new collector
I
and
know.
you literally saw that image and you're like, wow, like you know, you get the Dragon
Like
Ball Z
that.
stuff.
You'd be like,
You get the
like
Dragon,
that.
yeah,
That definitely
on the
lights
Dragon
up.
Ball Z stuff, you actually can get for those figures, you can buy like all this lightning shit like that. They'll be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like that. And you get it in hand and you're like,
Ah, fuck it.
what? Fuck you, you bait and switch. They got that as well. And then you got the Wolverine. So they're a little bit of a wisp there with his claw.
Wisp not included.
Yeah.
These are all little fantastic pieces. I've got to be honest. Colossus is the best one for me so far.
I like Wolverine. And you got the He-Man as well.
Oh man.
So yeah, you got the He-Man. He's got the switch out as well. Look at that.
Nice.
That's great, isn't it? Look at that. That's so
Set
good.
That is, mate.
Oops,
Love that.
sorry, got a bit carried away there with the skip button there. Next up, you have the Connecticut. So this has been released in 4 different options. So you got the Eren Jaeger, which is the regular version of the Jaeger. It's quite expensive. It's $2,280. But it's a big old piece. They had this in Singapore Con back in 2019, unpainted, and they finally got it out and painted up.
Listen,
there is.
I can't deal with Connecticut's, man. I can't. They don't fucking release nothing. They take too long. All their shit's too long.
Well, there's something going on behind the scenes, which is going
they need to get a fucking grip on it because they've been showing stuff 5 years ago that's still not out. It's not acceptable. That's Mickey Mouse shit. That needs to be out. They need to be releasing pieces because, you know, until they start, I don't even want to talk about this shit until they actually start getting pieces out, because you show this stuff off, people get all excited and then they die before the fucking thing comes.
Anyway, I know from behind the scenes that there is stuff going on where they've got a new partner and they're going to be, they're going to be releasing all their stuff. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out soon.
Well, let's hope the new partner can kick a little bit of arse in there because it's needed.
Yeah. So that's the first version, which doesn't have the light up. This has the light up, and it comes with the Mikasa and the Levi.
How big is this? Is it big?
It's quite big, yeah.
Like a life-size, bus size.
It's 1/10.
Yeah,
but it's like it's kind of
giant like thing, isn't it?
It's kind of like a person. It's just below a person size kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So like the head is probably about, I don't know, like that, you know.
Right.
And so these are different versions you get. So this is the busts, light up there, and with dribble there. Looks cool.
Work looks really, really nice. But you know, when are you going to see this? 2030. Yeah.
Well, as I say, I hope that the new company do.
You said it was. They showed it unpainted in 2019. It's taken 3 years to paint the fucking thing.
Yeah.
What were they using? Chopsticks? What the fuck were they using to paint it?
Drinking a Guinness, Oggy. What are you on? What are you on, George?
Huh?
What are you drinking?
Water.
Aqua Minerale. Yeah. So no, I totally agree. I mean, they have. I've spoken to them recently, and they've totally like admitted. They've said they've had some issues, and with the new partner coming in, you know, hopefully we're going to see all of their pieces coming out, start to come out at the end of the year. So there is a sign going on.
Good. Let's see. I'll wait with bated breath.
Then you can buy the Mikasa separately. She comes on the kind of rock. Kind of corner of the building, and you can also buy the Levi individually as well, which is pretty cool because he comes in the hand.
He's cutting the hand like down.
No, nice. Well, he's kind of fingers off, yeah. And he's got like the kind of amazing going on. Quite like that.
That's great. Just you know what I mean.
I get it.
They've shown a lot of good work, but need to see it not here. I want to see.
That's the point.
I want to see pictures in collectors' fucking hands. I want to see stuff getting reviewed. I want to see that this is what I want.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're going to show me just more shit from their fucking thing that doesn't ever come out, I'm bored already.
Well, I totally agree. I mean, I don't think Charlie's come out. Sorry,
No,
none
of that come out.
They don't call it Charlie. What they call it, Nash.
Nash.
Nash and Guile, I don't think have come out. Ryu, I don't think has come out.
It's a company
there's quite a few
feels
things.
like it's being treated more like a hobby than it is actually a professional outfit. You know, their timelines are just not okay. People pre-ordering and waiting this long, it's not all right. So,
yeah,
very hard for me to be positive about a pre-order or a thing they're trying to sell when I know in the background so many people going, "What the fuck?" How, like, you know what I mean? I mean, can you imagine waiting 3, 4, 5 years for something? It's too long.
Well, it's the same issue with like HMO as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not acceptable. You know, look. Do you remember when you were in Singapore, 2017? Yeah,
yeah,
that's 5 years.
Yeah,
and then 5 years ago, you were in Singapore.
Yeah,
they haven't released those pieces.
That's not okay. None of that's okay. You make a promise. You're making a promise to people. You're putting the pre-order things down, people to put their money down, and then you do shit like that. It's not okay. It wouldn't be accepted in any other trade. So why should it be accepted here?
Yeah. What is this?
If you had somebody like a window cleaner or something, and fucking you were like, yeah, I'll give you here's the money. Like you come like every 6 weeks, and he didn't come, you go and chase him down, sack him off. That's what you do. With this, it's just like, you know, people expect you to be much more patient than I believe you should be. You should see me when I made the second payment for Tarax, man. I turned around and went, when is this releasing? Give me a date. You know, because it's just like I can't just indefinitely wait for shit. You must be joking.
No, I agree. And I'm showing it because this has popped up on the feed.
Well, let's see what happens.
I hope, you know, from a craftsman point of view, I mean, you know, that nice hand. I really like the hand.
It's nice work. All of this is nice work, but I don't want to see it with no black screen and no fucking pre-order. I want to see it, this sort of shit in people's hands. That's what I want.
XM will be releasing more 1/6. Basically, all the classic line is going to be 1/6 and 1/4. I heard XM cancelled their 1/6 Batgirl statue off the back of what happened to the movie. I don't know where you heard that.
I don't think so.
I think you just made that up. I really do my best not to get any more Orange Studios 1/10, but those Master Universe line is so tempting. They're really great. They're really
nice. Yeah.
I know he's even changed his name for us. Oh, that's cute. George, he's changed his name for us. Do you remember he used to be George V?
Oh yeah, you called him Mac.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, so you do have some influence still, George. Then you got the Module Case, who they have now designed the corner unit, and I just want to add that this was my design. I just want to add that. And you know the funniest thing about it, right, is when they put a picture up of it. What happened was I was trying to work out how to design my old room, and so I had a corner, and I contacted the Brian Wong, and I said, Brian, how do you deal with corners? And he goes, well, you either get one of them, you put it right in the corner, and then you kind of like get the other one, and you kind of put it in there, so you lose the corner, or you kind of put them together, and you know you kind of the way that you do it, you know. And I'm like, no, that's not good, man. And I drew a thing, and I even gave like the angles and everything. Oh, couldn't you do something like that? He goes, yeah, maybe, yeah. And I go, and then I was going to get all my stuff done, and then obviously I had shit at home, and I was like, oh, actually, I'm going to move. Don't worry, I'll sort this out later. And then they fucking post the design up, and I messaged him the other day, or about a month, 2 months ago when it came up, and I'm like, Brian, this design looks really familiar. And he goes, yeah, it's great, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, it's my fucking design. I told you about that like 2 years ago. He goes, yeah, I know. And I was like, yeah, he just totally admitted it. I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, you fucker. No credit at all, but yeah, no, I'm joking.
They need to call it the AT corner, man.
Yeah. Bastards. But no, it's
that's funny as shit. That is.
Did
you get a thanks at least?
Not like thank you for that. It's a great idea or anything like that. It was more Yeah, it's a good idea. Cheers. That's why we used it. You know? Motherfuckers. But yeah. But no, it's great. And as I say, that's the reason why I kind of did it that way, is because
Does look nice.
that was where I was going to put my Guyver bust, my Guyvers. I was kind of in a corner and
Yeah.
to work, and it would have been quite nice. Anyway, I'm glad of it. Anyway, that was the thing, is if it was a great design and I did have it made up, I would still like other people to be able to capitalize from it.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not like one of those people to go, yeah, that's just for me. Nathan Drake from Prime One. Never played the game. Never played Uncharted.
Nah, me either, actually.
Not see the movie. I do actually find Tom Holland quite annoying, so it's not really on my preference list. Also, I don't really think he fits the character very well. From just I've seen the game being played. I've not played it, but yeah, basically, I've never seen the game. Sorry, I've never played the game, but the piece looks pretty cool. Hopefully, somebody who does play it can tell us if it is actually kind of true to the game. The thing that's really funny about this is the actual bonus. Is it the deluxe part? Is the handout? So it's the handout like this and no gun. That looks crap.
Yeah, it does,
the regular is a gun out.
Yeah, definitely. It looks better the other way, for sure.
Yeah.
That's good for collectors. That's good. They're not going to get fucked getting it.
Hey, guys. You ever had to explain to squares why you collect, or find yourself defending why you collect highly cool statues? Just curious, because I get people sometimes asking me. I've had people like at work, like trying to be a bit cunty about it, and I'm just saying to them like I just kind of tell them to fuck off, basically, because it doesn't bother me what they think.
I like to talk about like sports and things because of my like background. So I sort of like go on boxing stuff sometimes, and like I go on like MMA stuff, and I go on some football stuff too. And sometimes I get people like who obviously go through my profile and go, yeah, just stick to toys, bro. Your opinion is like whatever. And it, you know, that's the way, the ignorance of it, which I like to just remind people. I'd like to say, well, you know, my fucking toys would probably buy your house, you stupid cunt. That's how I like to sort of like say it. You know what I mean? The truth of the matter is there's always going to be a stick to sort of take a shot at you with, you know.
Yeah.
And it's funny because if someone said that to me in person, like I said, like come into my room or said something stupid like that, you know, they'd leave. They'd be ejected pretty quick. You know, it'd be like Will Smith, you know, fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'd just be flying out the door like fucking Jazzy Jeff.
Well, the other side of it as well is, I mean, I've had, you know, I think it was one of Rowan's mates or it was someone, and they tried to be a bit sarky about it. And then I said, well, yeah, I mean, that hobby has kind of paid for me to travel around the world a couple of times. So it's not really that bad, is it? You know?
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good way to look at it. But like, I mean, if you're like not got a channel and you're just a casual collector, it's harder.
Yeah.
It's probably a harder perspective to come by. So I'd probably be, you know, a little bit like, well, I mean, I always put it down to the fact that when we were kids, like me and Alex were kids, you know, we collected, although we didn't know it at the time, we collected figures. We collected He-Men and Thundercats. And, you know, this is just like a massive, big version of that, where, you know, they're better painted, they're better sculpted, they look fucking cooler for sure. And it's just a bit like, you know what, I think it taps into something that you really enjoyed as an innocent child. And I think the second that adult judgmental fucking shit comes out, you need to be like, mate, you're a cunt, just fuck off. And that's basically how you need to treat it. If you get into any position with anything where you feel like you need to defend yourself, you've already made the mistake. Remember that if words can control you, anybody in the room can control you. So once somebody says something to you that's sort of like shitty like that, the best thing to do is to just fucking X them off and just be like, well, by your ignorant comment, I don't think you'll get it. So I'm not going to waste my time explaining it to you. That's the best way to be. I just go out with a shitty comment like, you know, well, you know, this, my collection could fucking probably put a deposit on your fucking gaff that you're living in, so don't worry about it. Or something shitty like that, just to be an arse about it.
Yeah.
But like I say, don't worry ever feel like you have to defend yourself, because like I say, once you defend yourself, it's like you've got something to defend, which I don't think you do.
Yeah.
The greatest gift is my wife, encouraged this hobby on mine. Now, when I met my wife, I was working on the doors in North London. I was I was a lot worse human being than I am today.
The nicest way to describe it is you were a nasty cunt.
Yeah, I weren't nice. I'm not. I'm still not the nicest person. Maybe I am. I fucking knows. Who knows? Anyway, the point is, my wife sort of encouraged that. Yeah, it's okay for you to like this stuff. Like, you can like this stuff. It doesn't make you, less of a man, or less of a threat, or less of whatever you think you are. It was a bit like, you could have this stuff. Like, and she got me something for my birthday, and I never sort of looked back. But my mother had a completely different perspective of this. My mother was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do some reviews of Alex." And she was like, "What?
Why don't you have Alex? Why don't just have Alex on camera?"
She was like, "Yeah, just like, why don't you film it and don't speak and let Alex do it, and you can do it like that." And I was a bit like, fucking hell, no wonder I get a bit hung up on this stuff. You know what I mean? Because my mother was a bit like, "What do you mean?" So you got to just try to be, sort of in touch with yourself in that way, and just be like, you know what, this is a little bit of nostalgia from a real innocent, happy, probably time in your life. And that's maybe where it comes from. It's where it comes from me. Maybe it doesn't come from there from you, but that's where it comes from me.
A majority of my stuff is about nostalgia as well. It's about it reminds me of the things from childhood, and that's probably 90% of the stuff I collect. There'll be the odd thing or two where it will come up, and I'll be like, oh wow, that's actually pretty epic as well. But 90% of my collection will be about that's something from being a kid. So when there's new characters like, I don't know, Punchline or even Noel or someone like that, it doesn't do anything for me, Met God's beautiful wife in this building. I've only spent 58 minutes with her my whole entire life, and I'm 50 fucking years old. I live upstate New York, brother. My answer is always because it makes me happy. Yeah, good.
Good answer.
I have a few family members who are complete cunts towards the hobby. I'll tell you, my dad actually talking about he weren't a problem about it. He never really questioned it, which is quite surprising.
Yeah, it is really.
Yeah,
but like I say, I think people have a perspective of you, and and that judgment, and it's just like I say, it comes from a place. It comes from this adult place where we all think we have the right.
Girls could be worse when you bring them home after a night out and they see the collection. I never had a problem with that. Never had a problem with that.
I mean, in fairness, the woman that bought me the first statue, I married her, so that's how it goes.
Well, you were married at the time.
At the end of the day, I can't remember. There's a quote, there's it's like a good male quote. It's like something like, we all have to act like lions in order to be the lambs we truly are, which just basically means, we've got this fuck you defense up. But the truth is that around the right people, you can be who you want to be. You can be who it's safe to be. So really, the second somebody judges you like that, like I say, just got X them off. Like pretty much X them off. Don't get into the discussion, because they're never going to see your perspective whatsoever. I think the second that judgment comes out, you already sort of realize that now this isn't gonna work.
Yeah. All right.
Hope that helped you, brother.
Back on to so now we're on to this is the Apollo Creed Master of Disaster. This is the
it's Eddie Murphy and Sonny Liston.
What's the Eddie Murphy laugh? I can't even do it. Yeah. So just under £2,000 for the double pack, or I think they're about £1,200 each. And
that is the shittest Carl Weathers fucking portraits I've ever seen.
All I've got to say is I was looking into stuff quite recently about painting, and one of the hardest things to paint is black skin. Is so difficult to paint because obviously it isn't black, it isn't brown. Like, you know, the number of pigments to
There's
paint black
reds, there's
skin,
pinks, there's loads of colours. Yeah, I know.
there's like, you know, oranges. There's so many colours in there, and I think the problem is that when you send it to a factory, they just go fucking chocolate brown and just go over the top in one colour, and it just like, you know, I don't think
white chocolate.
Yeah, white chocolate. I don't think I've seen a decently painted
I
black
have.
statue. You know,
I really liked XM's Black Panther portrait. They did a really good job on the kneeling Black Panther portrait. That's a fantastic.
I think it was a bit too orangey though. It was a bit
Nah,
too
mine wasn't. Mine was really nice. Mine was a
Yeah.
fucking nice portrait. The way they've done that, they did a good job with that.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, this is $2 grand.
Never mind about the skin pigmentations. The sculpt is shit. It doesn't look like fucking Carl Weathers at all. And more importantly, what sort of fucking poses are they? I mean, he's like Ali-like. Why is he looking like Mike Tyson the way he's standing?
What's the one on the right? Is that number 2?
That's meant to be 2 and that's meant to be 4.
Why is he got the same physique?
Exactly. Well said, sir. Exactly.
Okay.
He doesn't.
Like,
and I'll tell you something. In
what's
4,
number 4 is 86.
in 4 when he fights Drago, he is fucking in great shape.
Juiced,
Carl Weathers.
Well juicy.
He is in fucking great shape for that film. When he fights Drago. In the second one, he's not. He actually looks a lot more like a boxer in the second one, and he's so fucking loose and fluid. He's a very, very sweet mover. I think definitely Carl Weathers has been in that, has done some boxing.
Is Rocky Ford 86?
Oh, yeah, I mean maybe on 90.
Predator,
like 90, 89, 89, 89. That's my guess. Go.
Is it?
Go. See, 89.
85.
Oh, I'm fucking miles away.
Yeah, you fucking yeah. I even said, is it 86?
Oh, really?
God.
Man, I'm old. Fuck.
85. Number 3 is 82. And number 2, so that's the other
79.
one. Yeah, 79. And I know that Predator, I don't even have to look it up. Predator's 87.
Yeah.
Because he's in quite good shape in Predator as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
I guess he doesn't take his top off, does he? He just shows his arms. But
he has like
he definitely is not in the same shape in 79 as he is in 80. So what do you say, 85?
85.
There's no way the same shape in those.
No.
So
do you know what it is? Do you know what's wrong with this? If you're a Rocky fan, right? If you're a Rocky fan, this doesn't say Apollo Creed. The one on the left is a bit closer because I know this from when he's dancing around living in America job. It's closer as in the pose, but he's like he's about to hit that thing, you know, when he hits that thing and the lights come out. So I sort of get where they go, oh, fuck, that's bad. That's so fucking bad. That is really bad. That looks like, fuck, that's awful. My God, why'd you do that? But that pose there is so stiff and that's so stiff. Almost looks like Punch Out, and it looks nothing like him. It's fucking awful. It's an awful job. It's fucking terrible. I hope Carl Weathers doesn't see this because if he does, he'll fucking drop dead from how bad it is.
23 inches. Oh, it's displayable at least.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where you want it on your fucking work desk.
Yeah, right next to
your pencils.
Oh, I got one of those. See that plant there? I've got it up there, actually.
Fucking horrible. Like, honestly, this is so fucking bad.
And then they got the Chugly bust as well, which
is this theirs?
That's theirs as well, yeah.
This is nice. I like this.
Yeah.
I dig that. That looks great.
Need to see more of it. It's not really the best pictures, is it?
I know, but still, I'm feeling Chun-Li. That's all right.
The portrait looks like him in Happy Gilmore. Oh, God.
It looks more like
Come
that.
to America, yeah. Well, that's the funny thing is he does actually have Coming to America as his ring music, and that's fucking Eddie Murphy, isn't it?
Who's Eddie Murphy? Oh, the film
the
comes to
movie.
movie. Yeah, had fun.
Then you got the Mega Man X in his capsule.
This is like
Um,
really. This is a really cool concept and design. This is thinking outside the box. I kind of like this. If I was like, I mean, obviously I'm a big Mega Man fan, but more of the early stuff when we were kids.
yeah.
But you know, if I was a big Mega Man fan, I'd be really happy with this.
Definitely missing Chun-Li's best features, man.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This is really nice. Mega Man's nice.
I think it's interesting. I just, I think well, if I ever have to be like bad cop, I think the issue is that there's a lot of stuff that's not Mega Man.
Yeah.
If you actually look at how much is actually Mega Man, it's not a lot of the statue, and the
Yeah.
actual capsule, quite a big part of it. But I mean, the
I like
actual
them thinking out the
workmanship in
box
there.
like this, though. This is good that they've thought
Apparently,
about.
Dave said that they've used like die-cast pieces on there. So if they've done that, that's really good quality. So yeah, you got like a little screen there going on, but then that's the price of it.
Oh fuck! Jesus, that's a sobering moment.
Yeah. What's that like? $1,500.
Yeah, but
How you
dude,
doing,
once you get shipped on this, it's going to be 1,500. Once you get once you get taxed on this is going to be 1,500 tax. That's going to cost you 18. This could be nearly $2,000 that piece for a UK collector. That's big money. Ain't worth that, man. Sorry.
It looks good with the price. Yeah,
It's not worth that. Sorry, no chance.
I heard you talking about this last week, so I just thought, and I was going through Sideshow's website, and we were talking about obviously
terrible, man. I mean, I know what this is based off. What anybody start, I know what this is based off, but
it's
Jesus.
based off the game. But the thing is, as well, is last week we saw the legendary beast, 1/3 Thanos, and it's like fucking night and day. Is really like,
dude, but it's not even the design. I mean, what the fuck have they done to it? What is this wonky walk? It's shit. What's he doing? He's like fucking. What's happening here?
I don't know.
Like you can use the sculpt of the game. You know, there's loads of cool images of this styled Thanos. Right? There's loads.
Well, apparently,
they've done him. He looks like he's just got home from work and his missus has gone. Listen, I don't care how many people you kill today. We ain't got any milk. Go out and get some fucking milk. And he's
chucking his suitcase down in his fit.
He's just like walking through the street going like, for fuck's sake, I hate her. She was fucking, you know, like that. It's just like he's like got a stroppy walk. It looks fucking awful. It's awful looking.
Brandon says, with the PCS Mega Man, if you don't like the capsule, you get a regular without the capsule.
What's the price?
That would need to be much cheaper. That would need to be like 1/3 of the price.
That's the question.
Seen Jem's review of this lately. You wasn't a fan, or Jem wasn't a fan? Because I'm pretty sure Jem would have been a fan because he's doing QVC for PCS at the moment.
Yeah, there's no way he had anything bad to say about this. This is fucking. This would get killed if they sent this to us.
That's why it did. It looks like a giant vinyl piece. That's what it looks like. It looks like, you get those weird out of proportion vinyl figures. That's what it looks like.
You know what? There's so many good fucking images of this from that game that they could have used. I just don't know why they've done this. Fucking terrible decision. What is that face and all?
I don't know.
What's he standing on? Looks like your mother's bolognese. It's fucking terrible.
Do you like my mother's bolognese? Yeah, Jem loved it. I bet he did. I bet Jem did. Oh yeah, look.
What is that?
You can switch out portrait though.
I like the portrait on the right.
Yeah.
Portrait on the right's really good. Just as on that wank body doing some wank forgot milk fucking pose. It's awful.
It's like that bit in Fight Club where he's in the meeting and he says something about like my man did the text on this or something, and he kind of does that with his teeth. That kind of pose. He's got blood in his teeth like that.
Yeah.
Blood. God.
I like
Because
the
of
I
a
like the
simple base,
non-teeth
like the Street
portrait
Fighter
version.
pieces. But how much is it, Brendan?
Yeah, it's quite expensive.
What UK dealer carries XM statues? I can't find their 1/6 Doomsday anywhere. Well, it says the 1/6 gone up for sale yet? I can't remember.
I have no idea.
Gem loves everything. Oh, sorry, I see it there, Brendan. 695 for the regular with a Street Fighter style plain base. All right, so moving on. Then you got the Raphael. This looks fantastic.
This is sex. This is so fucking
was this
good.
Carlos?
This is such a fucking awesome looking piece.
Did
This
Carlos Francobo sculpt this? Wasn't it?
yeah, he's doing some stuff for them. Yeah. So yeah, that could be right.
What was it, Caleb?
Nah, Carlos.
Franco Calissimo. Sorry,
Franco Calissimo is the one who's doing it. Yeah.
You sure?
This is a really impressive piece.
Yeah.
This looks fantastic. This
looks really nice.
I literally have not one negative thing to say about this. I think this is awesome, and the switch outs are fantastic as well. That's really well put together.
That's the Deluxe. So the Deluxe edition, which has the Mouser and a bandana.
Yeah.
And then the regular version has just the bandana. But they're the same price. So this isn't actually two prices. It's like the old style Sideshow where it's the same price. So that's really cool. So yeah, if you're going to get this, get in there with the Deluxe. It looks great. The mouse, I like the Mouser on there as well.
This is a really, I mean, everything about this pose, sculpt, composition, balance, it just looks fucking spot on. It's really beautiful looking work, this. And this is where you've got to ask yourself, what the fuck happened? How do you go from this to that shit Apollo Creed and that horrible Thanos? What's happening? What sort of meetings and art direction are they discussing here?
Yeah.
Because whoever's doing these kind of turtles and this kind of work, that's the guy you want leading your discussion. Whoever talks about the fucking forgot milk Thanos needs to be fucking fired.
I got your message about the boxes. I'll sort out in the morning. Not you.
Yeah, I didn't hear that message.
Why do you keep pronouncing Dulux? That's Dulux. Okay. Is it Dulux?
Yeah. For what, paint?
Okay. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. What did I say?
Oh, I did. I don't know.
Did I say Dulux?
I don't know.
Oh, someone's talking about why did you say Dulux? But how do Americans say it then?
I don't know. They probably don't have it.
Different?
They don't have it. Because they don't have it.
I don't know. Someone's calling me out now. I want to know what I'm saying wrong. Yeah, I'd love to see the rest of this line. And yeah, it's nice. But the other thing as well is, their actual Last Roman looks fantastic.
Mm.
Yeah, I really want to see how that comes out in person.
Yeah, they've got to deliver it though on the production level. That's a big piece for them. That's a big moment. So they need to deliver that.
And garage.
Huh?
Like you say, they're saying it's like when they say lever and garage, like lever. They say lever, don't they? And
lever
they say
as in a lever.
Yeah, and a garage. Imagine if they do a shredder. Yeah, a shredder of this line would be fantastic. Also, with this kind of realistic look, and then they do a Bebop and Rocksteady, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, this is awesome. Top bollock stuff.
Yeah. 2 different words, Alex. What? What am I saying wrong here? Sorry, I'm missing a point here. And then you also got Queen Studios, so their Captain America is.
Have you frozen now? This fucking guy. Leaves me with Queen Studio stuff on there. I always find these things weird as shit, when they're all lined up like that. It just looks really strange to me sometimes. It's like a mini army of statues. I don't know about this Queen Studios thing. Is anybody else? It's a bit fed up with the Captain America with the fucking hammer. I mean, they're just giving that hammer out for fun these days now because fucking Jane Foster's got it all of a sudden. It's like weird as shit. Everyone went a bit crazy in the movie when he fucking like had the hammer. I was a bit like, okay, how did you go from sort of budging it slightly to lifting the whole fucking thing up? It was a bit strange. And then I was a bit like, really? I'm not too sure. I sort of understood the lightning reference though when he was like fucking. Everyone was like, "How's he doing that?" It's like, well, you have the power, don't you, of Thor, so you can do that. But I don't know. I think they massively overplayed that fucking Captain America with the hammer. Like everyone wants to make it now. It's like, what the fuck? It wasn't even a big moment for me. Everyone went crazy. It wasn't a big moment for me at all.
Well, they all cheered in the cinema, didn't they, about it?
I don't know if that's real. I hear that cheer for loads of shit. They put different videos up for that cheer.
I remember, Joe, I remember from going to see Endgame with you. I remember you losing your shit because you blamed me for picking up the wrong glasses. Do you remember we went into the IMAX and we had the regular glasses?
No.
Do you remember when the Hawkeye bit was coming up? Is that Endgame?
I don't remember.
Yeah, we had the wrong glasses. And literally I had to run back out and go get them because you were having a hissy fit.
Oh, because we didn't. Oh, yeah, you had the idea to like fucking bring your own.
No,
it didn't work.
Yeah. No, we had to run down and go get them, and I think I missed the Hawkeye bit. God. Right. So, yeah, this is I think they're doing this as one half. I think they're doing it with Toyonomi, and that's why they got the worldwide license with it, because Toyonomi used to do the stuff with ECC and Cinema Cats. So that's why they now got like American
Why is
license.
one shield mint and all the others broken? Something I'm missing.
I don't know. Must be they just put it on there. Pass. Well, they're all mint. Apart from that one, them two are. First two are. The next two are not.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Sideshow Galactus in hand.
No video for this either, right? What do you think about this?
Don't like it.
Lightup's pretty good, though.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of it, to be honest with you.
Lightup's good. I like the light-up a lot. I think the
light-up looks good.
Cool.
It looks like it's actually on fire, doesn't it? With the reflection in the sort of glass behind. It looks quite good. But
very nice.
I'm not really a fan of it, to be honest. Not for me. So, no.
I think the paints came out pretty well, though. I've got to say, I think the metallic paint looks good. I think they've done a good job with this. I think they've delivered this on prototype level. I think they've done it.
I'd like to see it next to Silver Surfer, and in scale with all the other pieces, and sort of see how it looks.
That's where you have the problem. This is the piece
because I know
probably.
Well, the pieces, the people I've seen post this are saying this is being displayed with my Bowen pieces.
Or smaller. 110 probably is a better idea.
Yeah.
But you gotta like it for what it is. I think they've done a good job of this. I think the paint looks really good. The metallic paint looks good.
So there's our Iron Man $5.90 for that one. Galactus is shit.
For a reused sculpt.
Looks like he's wearing a dress. That's obviously stuck up on Ferno and his positivity.
Yeah, can expect no less.
Yes.
I can't believe they're reusing that sculpt and they're getting away with that.
Yeah.
I just can't believe that.
Pose, yeah. Hold on, I just spilled my Guinness. Why did that one fizz up? I've just been sitting there for like an hour and it fizzes up. Wow, what the fuck? I know that someone did an STL file of a Galactus like kind of bust almost. And it was like massive. Like huge.
What's this shit?
This is from Dungeons and Dragons. It's not a very good picture, unfortunately, because
who is it?
It's XM Studios, actually.
No, who is it? You can't. Who is it?
It's from Dungeons and Dragons. There's a character called, I think it's called Drist.
Oh, okay. See, when you said Dungeons and Dragons to me, I'm thinking, fuck me, is that?
No.
What's his name? What's his name?
Eric.
Hank.
Eric.
Is it Hank?
No, Hank's the Cavalier, isn't he? No, Eric is the Cavalier. Hank is the
Archer.
Archer.
Yeah, it looked a bit like Hank.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but no, this is like Drizzt, and basically it's XM Studios. It was shown at a con on the kind of download because it's they're still negotiating at the moment. So yeah, but it's been like leaked on social media anyway. So yeah, they're still sort of trying to get the work on
Can't
that.
tell a lot from that picture.
No, it's not very good pictures, but it is even worse because the con they took it to, the only video is a guy doing like a live stream and he runs past it.
Oh dear.
Like literally just does like a drive-by shooting of it, you know. It's really bad coverage of it, actually. Oh, shit. Couldn't do that. So, yeah, can't really comment about that one. Then, got Maestro. Finally up for pre-order, goes up tomorrow. And, yeah, should we get into this?
Sure.
So, this is the version A, which is the one you get without all of the bells and whistles. So it comes with the gauntlet, it comes with the Juggernaut helmet, it comes with the Captain America shield, it comes with the two Mjolnirs or Stormbreaker, whichever way you will look at it. It comes with the Trident and
Neymar's Trident.
Yep, Neymar's Trident. It comes with Silver Surfer's board, Dr. Octopus's tentacle. I think that's about it. Yeah. The thing about this is the measurements they kind of give, of 85 centimeters, you can kind of adjust that if you move Neymar's Trident, and it does drop quite a bit. You can see there it will drop down by about 3 inches if you angle his Trident or just take it away. You kind of get into a lower thing. And to be honest with you, you wouldn't really lose much by taking it off, but you gain quite a lot of storage space. So basically, it's just an 85 centimeter cube. So yeah, yeah, two poses. So obviously you got the kind of thinker, contemplating one. I like that one as well. And then you got the one where he's kind of sitting back and he's kind of got the gauntlet in his hand as well.
Sure about that one.
Well, the thing is, his gauntlet hasn't got any gems. No gems on it, is there? No. If you go back to the beginning, there was no gems on it.
It's broken though, isn't it? It's like I don't know. It doesn't look damaged there.
No, it's not. It ain't got no gems on it though. That's a bit strange. Does he do that in the comic? Because you know more about that than me.
I like the Sentinel head a lot. The Sentinel head looks.
Yeah, Sentinel head, and I think with this, it really does not give you the impact of how big this is.
But also, it doesn't give you any of the details because I've taken pictures. Their promo pictures are in the fucking dark. What they're scared to pay their electricity bill. What are you doing?
They're trying to be stylish.
It's not fucking stylish. I want to see the details. Don't hide the details with some stupid fucking mood lighting. Show me it. Show me all the fucking bells and whistles. You want me to do fucking $3,000 on it? Show me the fucking thing. Jesus Christ. Who's advising this? Who does this? This looks like they've gone into a dark room and they've got a flashlight and gone, put it on it and I'll take a picture. That's a cunt idea. Whoever came up with that is a fucking stupid cunt. I'm just saying. It's a stupid idea. This is a massive investment of money, right? Massive. This is a serious retail piece. And you've decided to dull all the detail down and put it in the dark and take photos and go, yeah, this is where you want to spend your money on. It's like saying, you know what, I've got this car here, right? I've got this fucking car. It's got everything on it. Oh, show me. Nah, you're right. Let me I'll just take a picture of it with the lights off and you can give me the money. But it's all there, I promise. It's like fucking so I can't I can't deal with the level of stupidity that's gone into this. I can't. And I've seen this. I've seen proper pictures at cons, and this is mind-blowingly good piece. And now I'm looking at what they're using to actually sell the piece, and I can't see any of the fucking details of it.
Yeah.
They should be fired. Whoever come up with this idea, was it you? Is this why you lost your job?
That's why I quit, yeah. That's why I didn't get like a goodbye bottle of whiskey.
This is fucking, I can't, honest to God, I'm going to lose my mind. I don't even want to look at these pictures. I can't deal with it.
Up your contrast on your phone or something.
No, just turn it off. Fucking hell is this now?
And it is the version B. It's a bit more
so much that. What's the difference in price between these two?
$1,000 Sing dollars.
That's nothing
think.
really. You definitely would go for the
Yeah.
other version for 1,000 Singapore dollars.
For sure. For sure.
Jesus, you get 2 fucking quarter scale busts there, which you could probably put with other statues. Doctor Strange's cape. The Venom ones are my favourite. I really like them canisters. They're awesome.
Yeah. Now there's so much stuff going on. And again, well, obviously you see the numbers there, but I just don't think people understand how big this piece is. It's a massive, massive piece.
I know.
And each one of those capsules are like a Coke can. You know,
But
they're
bigger,
like the size of a Coke can. Pretty bigger, yeah.
They're bigger.
Tall,
They're like, I think they're a little bit taller, a little bit wider.
but they're like a Coke can, yeah. Well, Americans have bigger cans, I think, than us. We only have like 330 mils. And they go back in the top. And there's the sort of size of it all going on. Yeah. Epic piece. Such an epic piece. And that sort of light ups there as well.
That's the only time it should be dark for that photo.
Yeah.
I like the light up, the individual canisters lighting up. It's fucking cool.
Yeah, well, the original idea as well was they were going to stack, and then there's a bit of a health and safety thing about people stacking them too high and telling them they broke, and all this. So they just done it this way.
Yeah.
So they round like all the tops on them now, so you can't stack them. Also,
I like them going all the way around the piece like that.
Yeah. Well, there used to be an actual back platform as well, so it was actually deeper. So this kind of ledge continued around the back. So it actually made it like, that much deeper. And they took it away. They just like, yeah, this is unnecessary. Took it away.
I like the way it goes around like that. I think that's super slick.
Yeah.
I'm so frustrated with these pictures. I just want to break my phone. I just want to fly across the room.
Yeah, that won't really help though, will it?
No, but then I get to go to bed.
But yeah, well, at least if you turn the lights on the actual canisters, you can see it. But what do you think of it though from the pictures you've seen? Then?
Well, I've actually seen like very clear, very well lit pictures of this, and I think it was a mind blowing bit of work.
Yeah.
It definitely appeared like a project that just got massively bigger as it developed.
Well, that's what kind of happened. Was it was one of these ones where originally they did something totally different. Originally, it was a versus piece, and it was Maestro versus Old Man Logan, and then
like a dial.
Yeah. Well, the two characters together, almost like. Not quite, but like like Hulk versus Wolverine piece, kind of like that, and then it was a bit like, nah, we need to do something different. We need to do something, for this character, we need to do something epic, and they kept adding and adding and adding, and I remember being in a video call with Ben, and him just getting like, it's got out of hand. It's too much. It's too much. At the time, there were. Some of them didn't get approved, but I think there were 13 canisters or 15 canisters, and then some of them didn't get approved. Like I don't think Wolverine's claws got approved because they couldn't show that because then it represents Wolverine being dead. With these, even though in the story the characters they are dead, they got like a virus, or I think half of them get a virus and the other half he kills.
Yeah, that's right.
And basically, but the way this is done, it's all helmets. And it's the symbiotes or it's weapons. So in that way, it doesn't 100% insinuate they're dead.
It doesn't suggest that they're dead. Yeah, I get that.
If you do Wolverine's claw, it's bone. So, you can't do it.
Yeah, I get the debate. I get the argument, yeah.
They took away some like real kind of B-list characters as well. I think there was like Yellow Jacket in there as well.
Yeah, I remember that. That was shown, wasn't it, at the con?
Yeah, they took it away. Yeah. I think it was Yellow Jacket and I can't remember. There was another one, Ant-Man or someone. No. Maybe Ant-Man was still there. I can't remember. But they took a couple away. So let's keep
I think
going.
I think this again is a statement piece. I think this is you're gonna pay a serious premium, but at the end of the day, you're getting quite a lot of stuff. You know, like all of these canisters. People are going to sell these canisters as well. People are going to get them. They're going to be like, you know what? For like 300 quid, I'll sell you the Venom one. I don't want it.
Well, the Venom one had like so many people saying, "I just want that. I just want that." Venom.
I'm not surprised because you put it with a Spider-Man piece. It's fucking perfect.
I think the original idea was going to be that you could do the canisters separately, and then you have exclusive canisters at conventions.
Licensing all that. It's just
well, no, you couldn't. They just couldn't. They wouldn't agree to it.
Yeah, so, I bet
yeah, it was a nightmare. But yeah, that's why
I think this is a serious bit of work. I think this is a serious like project, and you know, I think it's a very impressive. Like this is a seriously impressive piece.
Yeah.
You know,
I said to people at the gallery opening, basically, with the price difference of $1,000, if you're based in Singapore and you're not paying the shipping, you may as well get all of these extra pieces for $1,000 and sell them, and you'll literally make money back.
Yeah, it's good advice. That's actually pretty sound advice.
If you're going to sell, I mean, what they're showing there is 10. Yeah, so 10 canisters, 2 busts, and then the Doctor Strange. You could sell all of those. That's 13. You sell all of those for 250 each. What's that? That's not, yeah.
What, 13?
1,000, 2,000, 2,750.
Yeah.
It's pretty much paying for your piece.
Yeah. The logic is sound. And you'll get someone that will pay them sort of things easy for like the busts and stuff. It's crazy. Even the Strange cape. It's a sort of thing. Sure. It's a relic that you could put. I mean, for me, I could put things like this around my Thanos, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Could take loads of these and use them. So people will do the same. People will do exactly that.
Oh, 100%.
And I mean,
I reckon I said to XM, you need to be careful with people claiming they're broken, because you're going to get people claiming the Venom one is broken to try and get new Venom ones to try and get them to sell.
Yeah.
And they will, and they're like, "Oh, why would people bother?" And I go, because you could sell that for $200. You could sell it easily for $200.
I get you.
Of course, they're going to fucking do it.
I'd pay that. I'd definitely pay it. There's no question.
Yeah.
I'm hoping people will sell these on because
the Venom one, or is it the Carnage one? I can't remember. One of them was cracked, right? The actual plastic was cracked on it. And
that looked great.
The funny thing about it was it looked fantastic because it looked like the symbiote was trying to escape.
Yeah, I bet it looked great.
Yeah,
I bet but then if you had a broken one, I don't think with the Venom or Carnage one, I don't think you'd be too bothered.
It worked, but it literally was the positioning of the crack looked like it had headbutted it. Like the position was perfect. And I said to him, "Oh, that looks great. You should see if you can do like a sticker or you used to get those sticker with a bit of plastic that goes on glass." And they go, "Yeah, they won't approve that." I was like, "Oh God." But yeah, epic piece and
an amazing piece of work. I mean, the price point on it though is a starting high level. You know, you're taking a little bit of a risk that get your money back job on this, because this is going to cost you. I don't know what it's going to cost you to get in hand, but with shipping and shit like that, I don't know how many boxes this is going to be with all these pieces. But you're going to pay a lot of money in shipping just to get this to you. So, people have to remember this when they're putting that money down. It's thousands of thousands. I got a message from somebody and he said that it's going to, for them to get it in, it's going to be like $4,000 in UK money, £4,000.
That's it. I'm ordering and selling Geo the proximity pieces, 100 a piece, 150 a piece.
I'll buy them. You order it, and I will buy. I will agree right now. I'll take Carnage off you, Venom off you. I'll take a few of them fucking helmets off you and all. No, I don't. Maybe the War Machine bust as well. I'll take that too.
150, yeah.
Damn right.
Damn skippy. Yeah,
it's a fantastic bit. I'm really not about these photos. I'm so pissed I can't do it.
Yeah,
you're better off actually going on to RaddTitan Instagram and looking at our photos of this.
Well, I got video of it. I got video of it as well.
Got a video, yeah, but the pictures that we took were fucking much better than this. I don't understand why they've done this at all. Like literally 30% of that photograph is shadow. Why am I just literally want to poke myself in the eye.
All right, get through these then.
Yeah, get this away from me. Look at that. Fucking hell, that's cool. Clever use of their classic Iron Man bus as well, because that's sculpt.
Yeah. And then the Venom with the Carnage hair.
Carnage looks awesome.
Hey,
That's awesome, bro. They're really cool.
so you got Ultron,
Yeah,
Magneto,
Ultron.
Nova.
I'll take Ultron. I'll take Nova. No problem. Take them off you.
Black Panther, Thor, and Doctor Doom.
Nah.
Loki, Cerebro, and Black Panther again.
Another use of the Cerebro sculpt they used, but I'll definitely take the Loki.
Yeah. There you go.
Look at that. See, where's the colours? Show me the colours. I know they're there. Where are they? Why did you do this? Why?
And then that's back to customs then.
Dude, 2 hours. I've missed it again.
It's fine. I mean,
the customs, bro.
We'll prioritize. Well, no, we have to prioritize the licensed pieces. In all fairness, I believe so. Anyway,
that is a really negative note for me to end on. That.
Well,
whoever made that decision,
tell me about your.
I don't care what it is.
Tell me about you taking your son to the pet shop then to finish up on.
Yeah, I took him. I forgot. Like Jenny bought like an orchid thing, and I said to the woman because she wanted it, and I said, like, let's just pick it. We'll pay for it. We'll leave it on us. We'll tell them to keep it for us, and we'll come back in a minute. And then my mother fucking turned up, and it all got a bit chaotic. I forgot about it, so I had to go out back and get it. I got home, everything was in. I was like, I ain't got that plant. And she was like, oh shit. And I was like, well, we paid for it, so I better go get it. So I took George in the car and I went to like the pet shop, the local pet shop that was there, and I got it. I got a woman to take out like a leopard gecko and let him hold it. You know what I mean? And, he's crazy about dinosaurs, so it was like,
yeah,
he was just like really happy, bless his heart,
I saw the pictures. It was so cute.
Maybe I could get one.
Yeah, but you just got to remember. Jenny don't listen to these, does she? I'm just going to say it's going to be another thing to add on your list that you got to take care of, though.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I mean, I did say to her, like, I said, do you think he's too young? And she went, yeah. No, fuck.
Yeah.
I said, but I can like try and help look after it. It's just there's something about that for a kid. I don't know when the right age is when you're like taking care of something. It's like, like it's something that's alive. Like you don't have to take care of it. Take care of it. You don't have to like clean it and do all that shit. I'll happily do all like maintain it for him.
But as a lizard, they'd be fed like once a week or something, didn't they?
Yeah, they're a reptile, isn't it? It's like you give it the crickets. That's what I really want. I want a box of them crickets to scare the shit out of Jenny. I'm gonna like go, the lid got off and they're all around the house and just watch her lose her shit. It would be awesome. But yeah, I think that's an important thing in a boy's life where you sort of like give them a life and say like, okay, you've got to like take it out and hold it and make sure you feed it and all that kind of shit. I just don't know when. The right time is to do that.
You're going to start doing that thing you were doing before when you had your aquarium. You start having fucking nightmares. The crickets are escaping.
Crabs.
So when you do the crabs, yeah.
They're cunts. Like when you have like crabs in like an aquarium, they get out. I don't know how they do it. Like you have a proper lid and everything, but they still get out.
Yeah.
You find them dead underneath your bed or something. You're like, fucking, what is that? You like look under your bed and you're like, what is that? Is that like a fucking, is that a cracker or is that a mortar? What the fuck is that? And you pull it out and it's a fucking dead crab and you're like, and then you're always like seeing them fucking like half asleep, jumping out. You're like, there's a fucking crab in it.
We need to, George, you need to do a room tour soon.
Yeah, I
can't do a room tour because basically all I've got is a upstairs. It's just full of boxes.
I'll do a room tour. I'm happy to do one.
I got like literally one statue, which is the crow statue, and then nothing else really. Nice.
It is awesome, yes. But yeah, I'll happily do a room tour.
Yeah, do one.
I've got no
Do
issue
it.
with doing it. I just need to do it. I just need to film it. Just getting the time.
Yeah, do it. Send it
Like,
across. I'll look it up.
what's that?
If you do it, send it across. I'll let it
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Well, I need to do it. I need to
There
go.
you go. Finish up on. Cheers, man.
Oh, bless you, man. Bless your heart.
Chin chin.
Appreciate that. Cheers. Cheers to you. Thank you very much. Apologies for any of the profanities that you may have heard on this chat, but it does happen. We are.
How old is your boy, Gio? So it's nearly 4, isn't he? Daughter's 5.
He's going to be 4 in October. So I'm thinking maybe for his birthday, as a potential thing. This is hard. It's just hard to.
What about Oggy85 is saying? What about guinea pigs?
Yeah.
Those boxes finally stopped trying to kill Alex. Now, one fell on my head the other day. Well, I was moving stuff and I went under my desk because I moved my desktop. I brought it down, and because I haven't used it so long, my desktop isn't detecting my GPU. One of my RAM sticks is not working as well. So, yeah, I literally got some stuff on order, which is going to come in Thursday, and then service my PC and stuff. But I might need to get a new PC as well. But yeah, while I was under the desk doing something to the PC, a fucking box fell on my head.
Where's the fucking dog?
It's in bed. She's put it in bed. It did run out at the beginning.
You have literally, right? In my life, I've had 4 dogs I've looked after and owned, and none of them have ever had a virus. You must be the most gullible. You must be the most gullible fucking lemon-shirted fucking idiot ever.
Well, do you know
what
happened?
Vet and they went, "He's got a virus," and you went, "Okay, a virus? What? A cough and a sneeze? Are you serious?"
No, do you know what? Do you know what it was? Do you know what it was?
Go on, tell me.
We know what it was now.
Go on.
Well, basically, he was coughing and he was like choking quite a lot, and we were quite worried about him because obviously he's only just had his jabs for like kennel cough and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we were quite worried. So we took him, and the guy basically he was like a bit half-assed, kind of like did all this stuff, tested him and stuff. He squeezed his throat, squeezed the dog's throat, and the dog obviously coughed. It was a bit like, he goes, "Yeah, he's got something irritating his throat. I think it's viral, blah, blah," and gave him this stuff, right? And later on, like after 2 days, he coughed up like a fucking fur ball. So he had like all this mucus and fur, and it was from giving him a cow ear with fur on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I said to Jenny, like she's like, I said, "Oh, his dog's not been very well," and she went, "What's wrong with it?" And I said, "I don't know." And she went, "You don't fucking ask." I was like, "No." And he's like,
"Yeah."
So she's like, "Ask." So I asked.
Yeah.
And then
you
responded with a virus. When you responded with a
virus,
virus, I read it and she went, "What? What fucking virus?"
No,
so got COVID-19. What are they talking about?
I'd pay £103 for that dog to cough up some fucking fluff. You know, God, dog's been well clingy today.
Actually. Ain't as bad as what one a vet did to me, right? Vet did to me with Neo. He started getting this thing underneath.
Oh no.
Huh?
Was about your dog was doing all those weird reverse theses or something?
No, it doesn't anyway. It's a bulldog thing. They're brachycephalic, so that they do that. But what they did, what happened with him, right, is he started getting this like soreness, like skin with his skin, like blistering, the soreness of his skin around the top of his neck, right here. So, and fucking what happened was, I went to the vet, right? I went to see the fucking vet, and we see the partner, like the person that fucking runs the fucking place. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I need to send him for some allergy testing." So they send him because fucking spend all this money, right? Comes back and it's like, "Yeah, he's got mild allergies to like this, and this, fucking pine nuts, fucking tree, this, fucking certain type of grass." Anyway, this is what's hilarious, right? So I'm like, right, what do I do? "Oh, well, we can medicate him, we can give him all this stuff, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Well, I'm not fucking doing that. I'm not doing that for an allergy." Do you know what's funny? I went in there for like a booster for him for his jab, and I saw a new vet, like was a young vet, like a newly qualified vet.
Yeah.
And he had the thing on his skin, right? Had it. And she looked at it and she went, he went, because he was a dude, and he went, he said, "You might want to get rid of that harness. I think it's irritating his fucking skin." And I said to him, really? He said, yeah. He said, because it's summer, like dogs sweat, and like that's on his back, and it's covering his back. The way your harness is, it's covering that area of skin. So that skin's sweating, and it's got nowhere to go. It's got no air to get in there. So it's no good. It's irritating. You might want to change that. Change the fucking harness. If fucking thing went away, it's never come back. It's been 3-4 years now. These fucking people. Can you fucking believe that shit?
Yeah.
It's all like, oh, he's got, mild allergy to grass. I said, well, what the fuck do I do with that? Don't take him to the park. What do I do with that?
We took, so he met the one next door again, who's 2 months older, and is a female, and he's fucking much bigger. He's so fucking, like, his upper body is really muscly compared to the female. And then he also met a male as well, who was 2.5 months older than him, and he's bigger than him as well. So yeah, but he's still small.
Secretly, you haven't got a sausage dog. You've got a fucking Dalmatian.
Got Doberman. Yeah, got Doberman cross. But no, he's still. We weighed him the other day. He was 4.98 kilos.
Nice.
5 kilos. Yeah.
Nice.
So he's good size. He's very.
You bring him over if that when Neo needs something to fuck. Bring him over.
Well, your dog did come all over him, so yeah. I can just all over.
Yeah, you reacted to it just like a typical new dog owner. Let me get the hose and wipe his face from the dog's spunk on his head. It's priceless.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking carry my dog with fucking cum all over it, do I?
I know. Depends on your bread butter, bro. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go.
Saying dogs don't sweat, do they? Probably.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. They do sweat. Obviously, it's not like how you and me sweat, but they do.
They definitely sweat because my dog gets a bit like on his chest.
It's like not like how me and you do it, but there's it's not good to like have them all sealed up. Like, well,
God, back from a Coldplay concert in Brussels, we're fucking removing
woman.
you.
Get out of here.
Let's remove him as a fucking mod. Jesus.
Fucking hell.
It's built like Anthony Joshua, but then like
Feel like Anthony Joshua, just the yellow by Coldplay. What a fucker.
Do you guys still show your subscribe followers? Yeah, we do. Yeah. But we just both of us have just been quite busy.
Yeah, you definitely do it, man.
Obviously,
anyone wants to film a room tour, like send it to us. We'll always share.
Yeah, 100%. And if you, we can sort this out. I mean, online. I mean, if you're on Facebook, send me a message, and I can arrange how we do it. Also, I can edit some stuff after Thursday, and we can get it all sorted. But yeah, we could. Room tours are one of my favorite videos to definitely put out.
Yeah, sure. Me too. They're the ones I'd most likely like to watch.
Me too. So yeah, all right, guys. Thanks. Do the usual like, comment, subscribe, share. Maybe next week we'll do some customs. Then maybe we'll have like a custom week if there's nothing too much.
You might fucking have to at this rate because it's just not. I'm 37 minutes over what I said I would do on a second fucking week already.
38 minutes,
and I still didn't get one custom piece to talk about.
Well, you're talking about your dog for a fucking hour, and then talking about
your sperm-headed dog. What are you talking about?
I was talking about. If you did talk about fucking your hate towards Dante Wilder and whatever else, you would have
not really
would have gone with it.
The highlight of this rant is the Maestro pictures. That's the highlight of this rant from me. Maestro in the Dark by XM Studios. Guess what?
Maestro in the Dark. What's that? Yeah. Okay, anyway, all right. Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye.
I love people.